I'm going to be giving you unescorted access to my YouTube studio. Well, that was random. Let's start the tour.
Sorry if it's hard to catch my vibe. I need a lover to trust. Tell me you're on my side. Are you down?
I heard you said you feel lonely. Nothing is right with that. Picking up pieces of something that doesn't matter. You kept fighting, kept smiling. Prepare for war. What I'm missing is your kissing, but I know you
Alright,
want
welcome to
more.
my YouTube studio. A little backstory, this room is actually in my basement. This is like my movie theater room. I've got all my Marvel, Wonder Woman, Black Panther, Guardian of the Galaxy, Star Wars, my little bar that I built, and I've got a 120-inch screen, popcorn maker. So in my downstairs, you come downstairs and you walk over here, and this is my studio. So this studio I actually built because I was actually shooting in this room. This room had nothing in it. It was just, you see that wood up there? That's what this whole room looked like. So I put some drywall up, I slapped some paint on the wall, and I just created a space where I can actually be creative. So everything's not completely done yet. Like you see right here, my baseboard, I didn't finish it. I still got to finish some painting. So you may see some flaws, but that's okay. We're just gonna get through it. All right, so welcome to my YouTube studio. And I'm gonna talk a little bit about my setup and what I've got going on. I still need to do some soundproofing in here because there's no soundproofing. And I've noticed that in my more recent videos, you can hear a little bit of echo, and that's because I've got this flooring here. This is actually vinyl hardwood. Well, it's not hardwood, but it's just vinyl luxury plank flooring. I put it down myself. Didn't take that long. It took me about 2 hours to do. But it does cause an echo, so that's why I threw this rug down to kind of absorb some of that sound. So normally this is my normal setup. So this is my camera. It is a Canon Rebel T6i. It does have the flip out screen on the back. I have a Rode mic at the top. That is my 18 to 55 millimeter lens with the macro lens on the end of it. And this lens is actually the kit lens that came with it. I had been using a different lens. I'll show it to you here in a little bit. But I recently just switched back to this one. So normally I'm sitting right here in front of this window. I have my computer in the back, and I can edit on that computer. That's actually my old computer. I'm going to do a whole new setup down here. I'm going to get an iMac 27-inch, and that's going to be my computer for my background here. I'm going to get some LED lights and things to go around my desk. I'm going to redo this desk. I'm going to give a bigger surface area for the desk, and I'm going to build a thing to drop down here so I can do top-down video on my new desk once I get that. So if we go to my equipment here, I do have a 3-point lighting system. I've got 2 of these softbox lighting, and these are actually by Limo Studio, if you can see that. I'll put a link to all this stuff in the description section below. But I got 2 of these box lights, and then I also use my ring light. I'm getting a new ring light. They have a new one. This is actually the newer, I think 17-inch. They have a newer one that's LED, and it's 18-inch, and it actually comes with the diffusers and things like that. I think it's 99 bucks. So I'm going to purchase one of those. It has a very fairly long cord on it, but as you can see, my cord situation is kind of crazy. I'm going to have to figure out something so I can plug all this stuff in. Don't have cords. I'm probably going to run. I am an electrician, so I'm probably going to run some receptacle up here. That way I can plug everything up to the ceiling, and it won't be down here on the floor. Also, I'm probably going to get some of these stands and put them up in the ceiling. That way I can get mount my lights like up here in the ceiling. I'm going to get rid of these 2 softbox lights, and I'm going to actually get some LED panels, and so they're going to be, quite a bit smaller, but they're gonna put off just as much, if not more, lighting. So normally when I'm sitting here, I sit in this little chair, and this is what I'm looking at. Except that screen, that light right there is like super bright when you turn it on. Actually, I'll turn it on so you can see what I'm talking about. Oh, that's light. So that's normally when I'm recording. That's what I'm looking at. So if you see me squinting, that's why, because those are bright, and these are actually fairly bright as well. So when I'm sitting here and I'm recording, it's pretty bright. All right, moving right along. So I had a TV mounted here, 55-inch. This wall was actually not here. I built this wall out. As you can see, it's just like a wall, but I built this wall out. That's actually a closet in there, and that's where I'm going to house all of my materials. So if I ever want to use this room for anything other than a studio, I can just put everything inside that closet. This is my other little setup here. So this is a lifesaver. This backing paper right here, this little stuff right here, I don't know if you can hear it. This is actually paper. So I bought some backing paper. I have this style. I also have a wooden style that I use every now and again. If I ever want to use the green screen, I can just take that up and I can have my green screen behind it. I really don't use my green screen as much anymore because I do have this backing paper and it's easy when processing video. My little stuff over here is just some little background stuff that I put in. Like I said, I'm going to redo this whole little setup right here because I want to have a really cool desk area. There's some more little stuff that I have. I actually just purchased this. I don't know if you'll be able to see it, but it is a glider, or I think that's what you call it. But anyway, what you do is you can mount the camera on here. It has a ball pin, whatever you call that thing, but it'll swivel all the way around, and it actually just glides and slides on there, so you can get really smooth footage. So I just purchased that not too long ago. This is my dead cat that I use if I ever shoot outside. Essential if you are shooting outside or doing any kind of vlogs outside, you need a dead cat because that'll get rid of the wind noise. I'll show you some of the stuff that I have in here. This is my laptop bag. This is my computer bag, and I'll put a link to that in the description section below. But I have this is a 75 to 300 millimeter. So this is a telescopic lens. It actually shoots out. It actually goes out that far. You can shoot the moon with this. I mean, this is a lens, so you can do some really heavy duty zooming. This is my nifty 50. It's a 50 millimeter lens, and it does not have a cover on it because I just took it off my camera. But I use this one to get that really cool bokeh effect, that shallow depth of field, you know, where everything's in focus, but then everything in the background is kind of blurred out. This is what you need for B-roll footage. I have a hood if you ever shoot outside. This is a lens hood, and it keeps the sunlight out of the lens so you don't get those weird sun rays like I'm getting kind of in this video because I'm shooting with my iPhone. And this is my pancake lens. This is a 24 millimeter lens. It has the autofocus on it. I like this lens because it's really light, and I can put this on the camera. I can move around, and it makes the camera really light and easy. My Canon T6i. I bought some batteries. This is one of them. It comes with two, and it comes with the little charger where you can charge these little batteries up. However, with these batteries, you can't really tell how empty your battery is until it's like dead. So that's a bad thing about these, but they was pretty cheap, and it comes with two. So, you know, I'll put those in a link if you want to. I got these little things. They're actually lights. I don't know if you can see how light they are, but let me actually turn them off so you can see. Yeah, they're little lights. I bought those Target. They was like $4.99, $5.99 from Target. Cool lights. These little knickknacks I got from Target as well. The shelves, this little hashtag, these little, that's actually cardboard. I'm going to paint those a different color, maybe metallic or something. I'm going to put my YouTube name and the YouTube symbol in this little picture frame here. I do have this microphone that I can use. It just swings around and I can use that. And I've got a Adobe, whatever you call that thing, Adobe holder, tripod, monopod, that's what they call it, or whatever they call it, GorillaPod, that's what it is, a GorillaPod. And I use that with this camera. What kind of camera is this? Anyway, this is like a vlogging camera. So I take that with me when I'm in my car or if I'm shooting top-down video. Now, in the future, when I get my iMac over here, I'm going to mount a camera thing right here. I'm going to mount something right here overhead. That way I can have my camera kind of like this. So when I'm doing top-down video, I can do that. And I'll have some lights as well that I can utilize. So that is it for my studio. Now, normally when I'm sitting here and I'm recording video, so I have my camera here and it does have a flip out screen, but I can't see it because I'm blind. Normally when I shoot, I don't have my glasses on. So I have my laptop sitting over here and I can hook my laptop up to my Canon and it will actually display the picture on my laptop and I can make sure I'm in focus, make sure I don't have boogers in my nose, stuff like that. So that's why the laptop is here. Also, if I have any script or anything, I can have that pulled up, or if I have my iPad, I can do that as well. So future for this room, I want to get 2 new LED panels to replace these. And I'm getting a new ring light, and that'll clear up some of the space on the floor when I'm in here shooting. And I'm also going to put that stand from the ceiling so I can do top-down video. Now let's go upstairs to the office where I edit all of my videos.
Something that doesn't matter. She kept fighting, kept smiling.
All right, this is my office. This is where I sit here and do all of my editing and everything. So I guess I'll give you a little bit of the tech side. I have a HP Envy desktop there with the solid state drive. Super fast, super efficient. These are my 2 main microphones that I use. This one has a little bit better voice quality than this one. But this is my go-to. This is actually a new one I got. I put the links to these in the description section below. I have my sound bars that it's actually one long sound bar, but you can split it into 2. That's what I use as my my sound devices. So I have 2 Acer 27-inch monitors. I cannot live without 2 monitors. I have 3 monitors because this is a 4K TV and I can hook my, I got it hooked up with HDMI to actually have the desktop on that monitor or TV, whatever. And that's my dad. He watches me. Those are my degrees I'm pretty proud of. Got a phone here. I also have my DJI Spark that I have not flown in so long. I need to dust it off and fly it. I have another Joby GorillaPod or whatever I call it. My Beats headphones for whenever I'm in here editing or mixing things. I have my headphones here. My Apple Pencil. I got 2 iPads somewhere. I don't know where they at, but I have an iPad that I use to draw on and to design things. This is a HP keyboard and it's wireless and I love it. I love the way it feels. This right here is pretty cool. And the links for all this stuff is going to be either in the description section or in my Amazon store. Check out my Amazon store. I'll put it in the description section below. But this right here is a cool way to keep up with all of your SD cards. So it actually has, it's double. So you can put a smaller SD card in there at the bottom than a bigger one on top of it. So this is the only way that I can keep up with my SD cards and not lose my mind. Let me show you this. Oh, and I have my printer over there on that side. All right, And this is my saving grace. This thing right here has saved me so much time and effort. I can save everything on this drive and back everything up. So all my videos, all my pictures, everything is on here, as well as on my computer, but mostly on here. And that way, when I go to my laptop or if I go anywhere else, I can carry this with me and I can export files onto it. And it keeps down space on my computer. If it's something really large, I can save it on there and not on my computer, and I won't bog my computer down. So that is pretty much it. If you have any questions about anything that I use, just shoot me a question in the comment section below. I appreciate you guys for watching. Thanks.
I heard you said you feel lonely. Nothing is right.